welcome to Whiskey and Whit. I'm Whitney, and today's video is going to be full of Dollar Tree DIYs for Christmas, so stay tuned. Up first is this really cute snowman garland, and you can also just make one of these and make an ornament out of it. So you're going to need some of these Dollar Tree top hat ornaments along with this size of foam balls, so the one that comes with 3 in a pack. The first thing I did is cut about the top third off with a serrated knife, and that way it would fit on the hat really easily. Then I took all the little embellishments off the hat because they just weren't my style. It's typical Dollar Tree. They just kind of threw a bunch of stuff on there. So I decided to remove it and give it my own look. Also, when I pulled them apart, they're pretty cheap hats, so they might fall apart. So I just wanted to let you know, don't worry, you can glue it back together. Then I took some little cedar pieces from a wreath pack I got on clearance after Christmas last year. You can use whatever greenery that you have, along with these little berries from the Dollar Tree garland that I'm showing here. And I glued those on there, and it ended up looking way more like my style, which was awesome. So then I took some more hot glue, put my little snowman head, hooked it to the hat, and then it was time to paint the face. So I went on Pinterest, grabbed a bunch of images for different snowman faces, and then I just freehanded them. If you have a Cricut, you could probably create a stencil, but I'm not the best painter, but I can paint a snowman face. So I have faith in you. It's a lot easier to freehand it than you might think. Now, after I put on all my faces, I did a variety of different ones. I wish I would have done the same face only because that's my preference, but you could mix it up. This is also a really cute thing that you could do with kids as a little keepsake, put their name and age on there, especially if they aren't doing a lot of these holiday crafts at school this year. This is a really fun thing for them to do and kind of get out that creative energy. Then I just grabbed some wired jute twine, also from Dollar Tree, and used that to hang my garland. I wanted to make sure that it would stand up, and I liked that it was a little more firm than the regular jute twine. I spaced everything out evenly, and that was it. You can make individual little snowmen. You can make a snowman family for everybody in your house. There's a lot of different options here, but this was quick and easy. Everything is Dollar Tree, and I absolutely love it. Before we hop into the next project, I wanted to make sure you guys know that today's video is part of Heidi Sonboul's Friend Friday Hop. So what that means is after you're done with this video, head down to my description box, click the link. It's a surprise where you're going, but you will go to one of these lovely ladies' videos. Once you watch that video, click their link and so on until you make it all the way back to me. If you do that and you comment on everyone's video, then you are entered to win our Friend Friday giveaway. And you guys, this is awesome. It is $300 to the winner, to Dollar Tree, Target, and Walmart, $100 each. So we thought everyone could use some extra spending cash heading into the holidays. So be sure to go around to all the videos in the hop, leave a comment on every video, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. Now this next project is so quick and easy, but they look so high end. So these are the little foam balls in the larger size. So I did the 3-pack for the snowmen. This one I did the 2-pack, and I made them into these little votives. So the first step is to shave off just a teeny bit off the bottom so it will sit flat. You want to keep the round look, but you don't want it to be rolling all over the place. Then take some of these LED tea light candles and mark off the top of your little foam ball so that you can know where to carve it out so your little candle will fit inside. Then I used an X-Acto knife, this happens to be my Arteza hobby knife, and went through and carved out the inside of my little snowball, and I just kept working out the pieces until I got to a point where I could put the tea light candle in. Now, I got really messy doing this, so I went over to my garbage can. I also used a spoon, and then I just kept taking the light in and out until it sat where I wanted it, flipped the switch, and these look so stinking cute. I love the glow. You can see it through the side. I plan to add this to my rustic mantle setup. It looks so good with the greenery. And also what you could do here is you could add a face. If you're big into snowmen, you could add a face so it looks like a little snowman votive for your decor, similar to what I did with the garland, the project before. Sticking in that same neutral theme are these oversized ornaments, and I'm so excited to put these on my tree this year. So I started with 2 Dollar Tree wood star cutouts, and I stained them in my absolute favorite stain ever, Dark Walnut by Minwax. Then once those were dry, I took some Waverly chalk paint, and I started by doing a dry brush, but I didn't like that as much. I wanted a little bit more coverage, so I added a little bit more paint and covered them probably about 80% of the way, but I wanted a little bit of that stain to pop out more than if you were just to go ahead and use some sandpaper to get it off. So I painted both of those, I let them dry, and then I just went through on both of them with 100 grit sandpaper just to rough it up a little bit. Then I wanted to add lettering to it, and honestly, I try to hand letter all the time and I just do not have that skill. So I use my Cricut to cut out these cut files that I will link for you down below that I designed. But if your handwriting is a lot better than mine, you could easily do this with a Sharpie, or you could also grab the cut file down below but print it out and use it as a printable. You can color the back of it with some pencil and then trace the letters onto your star and then trace it in some marker. So there are a lot of different options to get the pretty font versus just needing a Cricut. Then the last step is to add my hangers so that I can hang them on the tree once I get that up. I wanted to show you them on some greenery because I think that white really pops. I love the matte black vinyl on there with those really cute sayings, and I really love the meaning behind this DIY. Also, confession, I have this little area set up to do these shots so you guys can see them styled for Christmas, and it just keeps growing in my front room, and I'm not even sad about it because I'm so ready for Christmas to go up soon. This next one is this cute little VW Bug Christmas mercury glass frame. So I grabbed one of these 5x7 frames from the photo section. I thought this would be perfect for a Christmas DIY. I popped out the glass and added a cute little window cling. Dollar Tree has some adorable window clings for Christmas, and I wanted to use this on a project. And then I used this technique that I recently saw on TikTok for the back of acrylic signs, but I thought I could totally do it here. You just add some paint, so then that way you can see what's on the front of the glass. I hot glued it into the frame so it would stay, and easiest DIY ever. Between the little votive and this, they're super quick and easy. You don't need a ton of supplies. I really love that look for my decor this year. And finally, the last project here is this oversized Christmas bell. So this starts with 2 of these plastic melamine bowls from the kitchen section. So I started off by measuring so I kind of could understand where each quarter of the bowl was, because I was going to make 4 faux openings that you would see on a bell. So I went through and made 2 lines from the top of the bowl, and then I also took my Mod Podge lid and just went ahead and traced it with the Sharpie all around and then added the little bottom to it. And then I went through just with the Sharpie and colored it in. You could do this in a variety of different ways. If you have a vinyl cutter, like cut out the shapes and just stick it on. You could paint it on, but for me, it was just as easy to color with this Sharpie. You're gonna wanna make sure that you do longer lines versus like little short quick lines, because it looks kind of wonky with the Sharpie. So just make sure that you do long lines in the same direction. And there is my bell. So then I put my 2 bowls together to create the bell shape. And then I decided that my little openings weren't long enough, so I extended the line over the lip of the 2 bowls, and I like that look a lot better. And here's what it looked like after I extended all of those pieces over the lip. Then the last step was to decorate, so I took some Dollar Tree nautical rope and glued it to the top for a little handle, and then I wanted to cover that area where I glued everything down with some embellishments, so I took a Dollar Tree pick and some miter shears, and I just cut off the little pieces. I like to use tin snips or miter shears versus regular scissors because you're just going to bust them up with the Dollar Tree florals. But by cutting the little pieces, you can get the look that you're going for, and I feel like it helps it look a little bit more high-end than just taking what Dollar Tree decided to put together and sticking it on your project. I finished off the look with a cute little pine cone and a red buffalo check ribbon. And here is the final one. Now I think I might make a couple of these, and I think I might also hang them. It was really hard to get a shot where you guys could see everything, so here's that, not super stylized, but you can see how it looks from each angle. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you came over from any of the other channels, let me know down below. Welcome. I hope you would take a second and hit subscribe and stick around and craft with me. I've got a lot more Christmas DIYs headed your way. We are just really getting going here. Also, let me know in the comments, in addition to your tradition while you're down there, what your favorite project was today. A huge thank you to Heidi for including me in her Friend Friday hop. I can't wait to see what all the other lovely ladies make for this collab. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!